What's going on, everybody? This is Eric Cole over at Talking Chop. You may recognize me from my work, over on the minor league side, or for my stuff what's going on Twitter at Leprechaun with a K. But what you are all here for is a series that I started a few months ago called Re-Entering the Hobby, where I've kind of been chronicling my re-entrance into the baseball card collecting hobby, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. It's been a surprisingly rewarding experience. I must admit it's a bit expensive, but at the same time, I'm having a lot of fun with it. A lot of people are reaching out to me in terms of whether or not they're new collectors coming back, collectors that have been involved for a long time, or just folks who are just kind of interested in, either looking back on a hobby they had, or maybe even getting back into it themselves. And that has been probably the biggest part for me, is really kind of getting to know new people and what their interest level is in the hobby. That it's a hobby that I have a ton of affection for. This video is going to be a few different things. This is going to be a quick collection update, or at least on a couple things that I'm working on right now, as well as talking a little bit about a new set that came out called, which is Donruss, a set that existed when I first started collecting, and has since been bought by a company called Panini, which does a lot of non-licensed products. And the review of that set, I'm just going to give you a heads up, is a little bit mixed for me, but I think there's a lot of cool stuff going on in it. And more importantly, at the end of this video, and if you want to skip to the end, that's fine, I'm also going to be announcing a giveaway that's going to be specifically for subscribers of this channel, and it's going to involve actually a whole bunch of cards that we'll talk about here in a minute. As for an update as what I've been working on, nothing crazy has really been going on. I've been kind of waiting for some other sets to come out, and I got the collection in a good place where I don't feel like I need to kind of just be gathering up as much stuff as humanly possible. One thing that I have been working on is this insert line. This is from Top Series 1, and these are all Walmart exclusives. Basically, the way this works is both Target and Walmart have a line of inserts that you can only get from those retail packs, whether they be from blaster packs or from just the retail hanger packs, things like that. So, sorry, let me just adjust this real quick. And in the Walmart ones, they have a Ronald Acuna line. There are 30 of these cards, and as you can see, I'm actually well on my way here to having most of them. I'm missing about 10 of them right now, and I don't really spend a ton of time looking for these cards. I could feasibly go on COMC and probably buy a few of these here and there, or do it on eBay if I really wanted to. But these come in, if you buy a product from Walmart, whether it be a blaster box, you'll get at least one, if not more, of these in those, and they're really easy to acquire. And I mean, obviously, I really like Ronald Acuna, so over time, I think I'm going to start trying to get all these sorted out. But again, not a huge priority, but it's something I'm kind of slowly working on it. Whenever I'm in the area, I might swing by a Walmart and grab a pack or two of Series 1 just so I can see if I can get ones that I don't already have. And like I said, about 2/3 of the way through that particular insert line. The thing that I've been working on the hardest for a lot longer, honestly, let me just get these sorted out here, is a card that is from... it is from 2018 Topps Update. It's probably my favorite card that I've encountered in terms of just like my personal preference. It's not like a overall value thing or anything like that. It is a card called The Future is Bright. It's number 43 in that set from 2018 Update. And obviously one of the reasons I like it is that this has both Ronald Acuna Jr. and Ozzie Albies on it. It is from Ronald Acuna Jr.'s rookie year, but it's not labeled as a rookie card, so that kind of takes away some of the price premium that's on it. And you can see this is the gold version. One thing I've been kind of fascinated with trying to put together a rainbow, which just means like finding a card and trying to get all versions of that card. I have no real, how do I put it? I don't have any real aspirations of getting a true rainbow, which would include getting the one-of-one versions, because anything with this guy's name on it as a one-of-one version is going to be crazy expensive. Most collectors, well, I say most, a lot of collectors, when they try to go for a rainbow, they try to get an autographed version of a card of every level, and that becomes a lot trickier because, again, that increases the cost a fair bit. And I just wanted to see if I could put together at least a rainbow that I'd be happy with. And this has been a little tougher for this one than I thought it would be. This is the gold version. For a little while, you could get these for $3 or $4, but because it has Acuna's name on it, these become a little bit more expensive. These are numbered to 2018. You can kind of see right above my thumb there. So So there's a bunch of them, but again, there's not always a ton of them readily available, and when they are available, they get a little bit pricier than they probably should be, honestly. But I've gotten 2 of those. I could have gotten more, but I just haven't really. Again, I'm more interested in trying to get 1 of each level, not necessarily trying to hoard a bunch of them. This is the Rainbow Parallel version. These aren't numbered, but these are parallel versions of this card. And there's another non-numbered version, which is a negative, which literally looks like a photo negative of this card, which is significantly rarer than the Rainbow Parallels. I'd only encountered 2, but fortunately, the one of them is in fact on its way to me, so I do have that one coming. In terms of the rarity, I'm not 100% certain. I think they're maybe numbered out of like roughly 100 or so. But again, I have that one coming. This is the one that I've been chasing for the longest time, and I finally got my hands on. This is the Independence Day Parallel. You can kind of see it has like that American flag in the background. These are a little tougher. These are numbered out of 76, as you can see here. This one isn't in perfect condition. It's got a little ding, but honestly, that doesn't really matter to me as much. As I just wanted, again, I wanted to try to complete that parallel. And once you get to that level, it starts getting a little bit more expensive. I am missing, around this rarity level, I'm missing the Vintage Stock Parallel, which is, it looks literally like the base card. And I have a bunch of the base card, but it looks like the base card, but the back it doesn't have that glossy finish, and you can tell the difference on those cards by, it'll have like the vintage, like the old school Topps logo, like silver Topps logo in this corner right here, and it's numbered to 99, I believe. Yeah, 99. And I have not seen any of those for sale anywhere or for trade anywhere. So if any of you out there who happen to have that card and are willing to part with it, please let me know, and we'll see if we can't work something out, because that's a card I haven't even seen, let alone be able to acquire. There's also another one that's numbered very closely to this. That's the Black Parallel. I have seen those for sale, and frankly, people were selling those for prices that are I consider to be exorbitant. So until the prices come down there, I can find a better deal on those. I would like to pursue this, but at the same time, I'm not just going to throw a chunk of money at it just to do it. I do have the 2 numbered to 50s. This is the Mother's Day and this is the Father's Day. Both of these are numbered to 50. This one's 13 and this one is 47 out of 50. These were much easier to acquire than I thought they would be. But found a couple deals on eBay, was able to kind of snag them at the last minute in some auctions, so I did manage to get my hands on those. The other one that I'm missing, and I've seen 2 of these. One was sold before I saw it, and the other one is for sale right now for a lot more money than it should be. The old one, the one that did sell, sold at auction for like $60, which I'm not exactly thrilled about paying that amount of money for a non-autograph card, but because it's only numbered to 25, which is the Memorial Day version, it looks like a camouflage background. That's more feasible, I guess, especially since it's a card that I really would want, and it's particularly rare. The other one's selling for like $125, and I'm just not going to pay that for that card, especially when it's not a non-autograph version. So again, those are the kind of the cards I'm looking for: the Vintage Stock, and the Memorial Day are the kind of the 2 that I'm chasing after right now. Other than that, all I've really been kind of doing is just kind of surveying the landscape, seeing what products are going to come out. Topps Inception is coming out very soon, which is a sort of higher end product in that you get to pay, like $50 or $60, and you only get 7 cards per box. But it's guaranteed an autograph in each box. There's lots of parallels and things like that. And most importantly for the Braves fans who are watching, there are a lot of Braves cards in it, including Bryce Wilson rookie cards, Kyle Wright rookie cards, Touki Toussaint rookie cards. Those are all cards that are going to have significant value going forward if even one of those guys works out and ends up being a good pitcher, which I think those of you who know me think that, I do believe that at least one of those 3 guys will come out of that and be able to do something. So again, worth it for me to at least explore a little bit. And for a product that does have a lot of higher end stuff, it does have the possibility for having some really big hits. And it's, in terms of breaks and stuff like that, it's a little bit more pricey than, the really base set type stuff. But at the same time, there's also a big payoff, and it's not crazy expensive like a National Treasures or Flawless or something like that would be. One last thing, a couple of things before I let you go. Panini Donruss 2019 did come out, and it's a really neat set. It has a lot of different, I'm going to save that card for later. It has a lot of different inserts and a lot of different content in terms of parallels and autographs and things like that. So that's the positive side of this set. For example, this is the Diamond Kings Ronald Acuna. And this is the same look that those Diamond Kings cards from Donruss from like the late 80s, early 90s had, and I really liked it. And there's a lot of nostalgia for me when I see this card. So I was really happy to kind of jump in on just one break. I only did one, grabbing the Braves, and I got a bunch of these. I also did hit some pretty sweet Ronald Acuna cards. This is a red Elite Series, numbered to 149. I think this is a copper version of the Action All-Stars insert that's numbered to 349. This is a variation, and the way you can tell that is because it doesn't have his regular name down here. Instead of Ronald Acuna Jr., it has Ronald Jose Acuna Blanco Jr. Not a lot of people know that his full name is actually not his last name, at least in terms of the Americanized understanding of how names should be written, is actually Blanco and not Acuna. I got this Ozzie Albies name variation, his nickname variation, which is Poochie. I did get a Josh Donaldson parallel, which is kind of cool because this is one of his first cards in a Braves uniform. It's not a licensed product again. You don't see any Braves logos on anything, or team logos or team names on any Panini products, but this one's numbered out of 182. It says career 182 stolen bases. I do not believe that to be correct. I think they're trying to say something else, unless it was from a different year or something like that. A Kyle Wright rookie card parallel, which is numbered out of 167, which is kind of what his whip was in 2018, which honestly isn't particularly great. I did get a hit in the traditional sense, which is a Ronald Acuna Jr. Relic, piece of his uniform. This isn't a numbered one, but still really, really cool. I was glad to get anything with Acuna's name on it. And my favorite card from the whole thing is that same variation that I mentioned earlier, but it's the 150th anniversary version. So these are actually numbered out of 150. So again, really cool. I like the design. I like that there's a lot of content in it. The one downside to the set, and also as a spoiler, this is actually the only card I'm going to be keeping from this stack right here. Yeah, this stack right here, because we're going to be doing a bit of a giveaway here. I'm going to be keeping this one. The only thing about this set, and it's pretty disappointing, is that there were a lot of damaged cards, and this wasn't on the distributor. This wasn't on the card shop. You know, dropping something, and you see like a ding box. You could see in the packs as they were being opened in the break that there'd be plenty of fine cards, and then there'd be like these manufacturing defects where like corners would be curled all the way over, or you could see like a world where the sorters that were putting the cards in the packs, like some were just like not cards weren't in straight, and really dinged up some cards. I was pretty fortunate. I had some cards that were damaged, but nothing crazy, and none of my good cards were damaged, more importantly. So again, that's the really only disappointing part, because Panini Donruss is a really cost-effective way to start collecting and collecting, especially to get some good cards. And just I feel like that they could have done a lot better in terms of at least making sure the product is in decent condition. I understand that it's a cheaper product, but you know, it makes card shops, and a lot of the people who are absorbing that loss are going to be the card shops. It's going to be the distributors who had no hand in it whatsoever. This was on Panini, and it was pretty disappointing. So let's give away some baseball cards. Something I've been thinking about for a while is kind of figuring out ways to grow this channel and continue to expand this little endeavor that I started a few months ago. I've been having a blast with it, and the response has been great. And it's not as a matter of, you know, no one's reading or no one's following along or anything, but I want to just keep continuing to grow it bigger, because again, I really do enjoy this, and I want to be able to continue to grow it. So this is how this is going to work. We are going to have two winners. The first one winner is going to get all of these cards: the Ronald Acuna Jr. uniform patch card, the relic card, this Kyle Wright parallel, Josh Donaldson parallel, this Ozzie Albies variation, this Ronald Acuna variation, this Ronald Acuna parallel, this Ronald Acuna parallel, and this Ronald Acuna insert. One winner will win all of those. The other winner will win this very nice, I got something out of there, something that's gotten in there, but this 2018 Bowman Draft, first Bowman, Grayson Janista autograph. If anyone's taking some prices that's looking at Bowman Draft firsts of any player, particularly position players with some upside, not an insignificant card to add to any collection. I want to make sure that I had a couple prizes to give away to folks before I did a giveaway, just to make sure that, you know, it's not like one person wins everything. So we're gonna have a couple winners here. How do you win? How do you enter? It's simple. One, you must be subscribed to this YouTube channel. So make sure you click the subscribe button on the channel homepage, so that way you'll be subscribed to the channel itself. And 2, you must leave a comment down below, right down there, as to what your favorite memory of baseball card collecting is. Anything will do, even if you're not collecting right now, but you have collected in the past and you want to share that memory, please do so. Everyone who has a comment and is subscribed will be entered. Once this channel hits 250 subscribers, I will do the drawing for these, and I will reach out. I'll either reach out or I'll post a video where I'll reach out if I can. I'll also post on Twitter, and I'll mention in the video who the 2 winners are, so that way people can get in touch with me so I can get these cards to them. You don't have to pay shipping. You don't have to do any of that stuff. If you win, you get these cards. I'll get them to you. So that's all I have for today, guys. I really appreciate you guys, all the love and affection that you have shown this series so far. It's been a lot of fun. Make sure that you're following this channel along, because not only are you going to get baseball card stuff, but there are also going to be prospect videos. The season's coming up soon, so you're going to get a lot of minor league content coming up as well. I'm heading to Rome at the beginning of April, and from there it's going to be kind of hopefully lots of video going up on the channel talking about minor league stuff, as well as doing the baseball card stuff. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel and make a comment on this video. Greatly appreciate you guys so much. Next time we talk, we're going to be talking a little bit about Topps Inception that's going to be coming out. Might be a little bit of preparations about the new Bowman set that's coming out in April, as well as kind of a bigger update on the collection, because I do have some cards that are I've been slowly acquiring them and putting them on my COMC account over time, and some point soon I'm going to make sure I get those shipped in, so that way I can show off those, because it's a pretty big expansion of the collection, even though maybe there's not a ton of big cards in there. So thanks again, guys, and until next time.